I saved the best for last, but now it is finally time to unbox the one, the only Draculaura. The first ever Monster High doll I've ever got. Now, Creeproduction. I'm excited. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Ryn, and welcome to Ryn.the.Dragon, where I collect things, especially dolls. My second channel is linked down below. Let's get started. So, this was the first Monster High doll I got as a kid. The only one I got as a kid. Do I still have her? Sadly, no. At least, I don't think so. I'm going with no. I'd have to go look in the basement, and I'm not doing that anytime soon. So, we're going to go with no. I'm pretty sure I don't have her. And so I was very sad, and I really wanted to get one. So a few months, actually I don't know when I got this doll, but a while ago I ended up getting a nude Draculaura from the first wave, the first editions, and I was like, you know what, maybe we'll just slowly piece together her outfit. Or I was like, I could get her a new outfit. I wanted the first wave because that's the first Monster High doll I ever got. And so I was like, I'm going to do that. That is expensive. Just getting her like boots for like $20. And I'm like, and then I was like, you know what? We'll just have to wait. And then the year I got back into dolls, the first waves Creeproductions had already come out, and months prior to that, and I didn't get them, and I saw them and they were like too expensive, and I was like, what happened here, guys? When did the Creeproductions happen? And I found out it was earlier that year, and I was like, that math doesn't make sense. That was before I really realized resellers were a thing. And now that I have this one, it's just like, it's very exciting. 14 years later, I have the same doll I had 14 years ago. Because I actually got her for Christmas when I turned 14. And so it's like very exciting to have her again. I'm very happy. And we're gonna read the back of the box and get her out of here. Let's go. Okay. Monster High, meet the frighteningly fashionable teenage children of the world's most famous monsters. Draculaura, daughter of Dracula, age 1599. I can't wait for my sweet 1600th. Pet, Count Fabulous is my BFF, bat friend forever. Favorite food, I'm a vegetarian, no icky blood for me, so it's fruit, vegetables, and a lot of iron tablets. BFFs, Frankenstein and Claudine Wolf. Here is the back of the box. And now it is time to get her out. Here she is without the glare. Another thing that I did, back in 2023, I was on Whatnot, and there was this random assortment of things. And one of them was like her umbrella, but it was broken. And I won the bid for it. And I still have it. It's still broken. Because I was like, oh, that was like the first. I bought that before I bought the doll. I was like, I have this piece, and now I almost have. I can, if I find one, I could have a complete one, and I never did anything with that. I found it when I was cleaning out all of my doll accessories, and I was like, huh. Now I have a Creeproduction. What do I do with this? Okay, it is time to show you her out of the box. First, we got her stand. It's pink. I love that they started off with giving them like colored stands that matched their outfits, and then kind of just stopped. No, they did it for the first wave, the second wave. I don't know if they did for the third wave, because they haven't been released as of filming. But her brush can now join the rest of them. We'll do her next. At first, like, when I looked at her and her packaging, she had like a little blemish in her eye. I think it was just a piece of hair, because it's not there anymore. I'm gonna brush her eye. And the last, not really the last, but one of my Draculauras, the Real Drama Draculaura, her eyes are wonky, and I was just checking to make sure hers are not. I did check before, but as far as I can tell, they are not wonky. And she's very pale, so the lighting is not going to be the best. But she has the, what I'm calling the Wednesday syndrome, where her, this is as far as her arms go. They're so far away from her body. It's just like, this is actually laughable at this point. Why are your arms so far away? Like, they don't go any further down. I actually cosplayed as Draculaura. I cosplayed as this Draculaura. I cosplayed as the G3, and I also did the Shadow Draculaura. And so, I mean, if I was better at like planning, or like actually felt like doing it, I would have worn the cosplay as I unboxed her. I didn't feel like doing that, I'm gonna be honest. I have plans out this afternoon, so I'm just like, no, we're just gonna film in the Batman top, which is kind of on theme. She has a pet bat, you know? And so yeah, I think the thing that drew me to her, besides like her color and that she's a vampire, I'm saying this right, is her outfit. I just love it so much, and it just feels like me, and I loved cosplaying as her. And so I had a lot of footage of me cosplayed as her that has yet to see the light of day, and I filmed that almost 2 years ago, and most of them didn't see the light of day. I did hundreds of TikToks cosplaying as her, and only a small fraction of it actually was seen. Some of them were supposed to go into, I cosplayed as 1, 2, 3, and they're all supposed to be like a part of one TikTok, but I did film them all separately and stuff. But I filmed a lot. I did like 4 or 5 sessions, and let's say about 6 hours each session of me just standing in my bathroom cosplaying. I did a lot for a portion of that to be seen. But there was also like TikTok ban, and once TikTok came back, I just deleted all of that because it was taking so much space on my phone that I was just like, it's okay. We'll just let that dream go. I already saved that one on my phone, but I just didn't want to upload. I kind of, the TikTok ban put a bad taste in my mouth, and I didn't really want to post TikToks since. And so I haven't really been on it. But I love this outfit. I love a good vest. I went through this whole phase as a kid, where I just loved wearing vests. I got a bunch of these like fun vests, and I would just wear them, even if they didn't match my outfits. And then I had this one vest that I got from the thrift store. It's actually in the kids section, that I just like wear all the time. I wear it all the time, and I love vests. I love me a good vest. And her little skirt is really cute. And I gotta trim her hair too. Trimmed Frankie's. I gotta trim hers. She got some stragglers that are still attached to her head. And the boots. The YRU shoes. They made them. And I was like, oh my gosh, my opportunity to dress exactly like Draculaura. I didn't buy them because A, can't walk in them, B, they're expensive, and C, no, those are the reasons. Those are the reasons. I did say like, oh, they made these shoes, I'd buy them. And if I was more financially able to, I would have all of them. Even if I never wore them, I'd have a place to put them. I would have them on display. It'd be like, obviously there's not this background, but I would have them on a wall just displayed, and I would film in front of them because, like, yes, I got all of them, but I did not get any of them. I do want to get a pair of YRU shoes that are Monster High, to at least have a pair. They have recently come out with, well, I don't know how recent, but they have come out with ones that I can actually wear. I didn't need to save up for it. I just need to save up for a good pair. And they would be my new favorite shoe, and I will wear them down to the ground. That's how I tend to wear my shoes. I tend to wear them until they are no longer wearable. Which I think is how you're supposed to wear shoes, instead of like buying every 5 minutes. I also, totally random, but I don't know what made me go to Hot Topic, but I was just like, let me just go to Hot Topic, and they have this like Lord of the Rings bag, and oh, that's one. I was looking on eBay for the Wednesday bag, and I wanted to see if it was still available at Hot Topic and how much it was, because someone was selling it for $20. Well, about $20. No, they gave me an offer for $20, and I was like, let me just see how much it. They wasn't available on Hot Topic anymore. So I was like, $20 is a pretty good price, and I'm pretty sure we're about $50. And it was in good condition. So I got it. And so that's coming in the mail. Very excited about that. I was like, ooh. Off topic. But I don't know, just kind of the vibe felt like Wednesday. You know what? She does have the Wednesday arms. I'm coining them the Wednesday arms because they literally these arms don't go down. I'm trying to think about the other Creeproductions and if they did this. I'm drawing a blank. I think my Frankie was fine. Well, relatively fine. But I don't unbox them like back to back. I mean, these two I did. But they were usually like days to weeks apart that I unboxed them. Let's get her on the stand. Moving a knee joint for the first time is just like kind of startling because it's very stiff, and I don't want them to become not stiff because all of my older Monster High dolls that I got when I was first collecting, a lot of them have like loose joints, and I'm just like, I'm gonna try my best to not have that be a thing to worry about. I wish it was easier to display her with her umbrella, because you can't even like open it and have it like kind of like resting on her, and also the way her arms are set up, she's not gonna be able to hold it properly. It looks like she's holding a baby. I don't think I ever showed you her pet. Did I show you the umbrella? You know what? Let me show you the unbroken umbrella. So it has a little skeleton at the top, it has a little heart on it, and a little bat at the bottom. I really wish this thing opened up. I know they make tiny umbrellas that open up because they put it in drinks, and I think that we should have had one that opened up. Especially for displaying purposes, she can't exactly hold it like the way she has in her pictures. Like, you can't really have her doing this because the math isn't mathing on that. Because it doesn't go up high enough for her hands to hold it in this position. And so this is one of these accessories that is just kind of like, I get it, that's why she has it. I get why she has it. But also, a little bit more functionality would make this a lot better. Because she can't hold this unless you like rubber band it and rubber band her hand and do a bunch of things. And I'm not about to do that. So now I have to figure out another way to display her so that you can see the thing. This is what I got so far. I'm not a big fan, but there she is on the stand. I love that it's pink. I love that it's pink so much, and I just like, I think it's really funny that they actually have like off-brand stands that are this shade of pink, I think, or a little bit darker, so it's not the exact same thing. And you get the thing about getting stands like that is that they will only work for Monster High and only for girl Monster High dolls. It will not work on a boy Monster High doll. Or dolls about that same width. Do any of you? Okay, so yeah. This stands back here. I have a clear stand that is a little bit wider that these dolls can be on. But a lot of the time, like Barbies can't get on there. The Disney I Love You Forevers, they cannot be on them. There's just like so many dolls that can't use those stands. And so the only stands that actually make sense is to get the metal ones that are adjustable. And those are expensive. Because I think Bratz will fit on these stands. Well, the clear ones. But a lot of dolls won't fit on the ones that are like more targeted towards Monster High. When they have I'm not talking about the Monster High stands. I'm talking about the stands that look exactly like the Monster High stands, but they're not Monster High. And did I ever show you Watson? Here is Watson in his little sweater. Not Watson. Oh my god. I said Watson. I meant Count Fabulous. I just unboxed Watson. It's not even Watson, it's Watson. But I'm like, Count Fabulous right here in his little sweater and bow. I think someone said that it's actually a vampire who got trapped as a bat. And it is kind of weird, not gonna lie. So we'll just ignore that lore. Or ignore that lore. It's literally just a bat. And I like this version of G1's version of Count Fabulous versus the G3 one, because sometimes like he's not a bat in the traditional sense of a bat. He has like 4 legs and wings. And I'm like, why did we do that? I don't know why they did that. But we have Count Fabulous. I don't know why I'm saying what I'm saying. I do, but still, stop it. We will just put him there. The animals are kind of multiplying. I am so happy to have my first ever Monster High doll again. Very, very happy. And she looks beautiful. I'm pretty sure she looks exactly the same because I had like the first don't know if it's the first edition or first wave. There is one where she has like the vest is not shiny. It's like kind of matte, and I don't know which one that is. Maybe that was a redo of the first one. I'm pretty sure that she looked exactly like this one. I don't remember a stand. But that could just be my memory. Because it was 14 years ago, and I don't still have it, so I couldn't tell you. The brush, I'm pretty sure, was there. You know what? It doesn't matter. The point is, she's cute. Oh, I didn't unbox her. My dad did this thing where he unboxed them and then put them in these like regular old shoe boxes or something. And so I never actually got to see her in box. My dad did this thing where he kind of faked us out and it was like, here, and we're just like, what is this? And then you open it up, it's like, plus we always asked him to open our dolls anyway because we didn't know how to get them out of the boxes. So he would spend all Christmas unboxing all of our stuff because we can't do it. And so, yes, very excited. I actually got to see her in box in my house too for a while. Since when I first got her, she wasn't in her box. Does that mean she didn't have her diary? I don't know, because my dad unboxed her, so I can't remember I don't have that knowledge of if she had her stand or if she had all that, because she was in a shoebox. But she's out, and I'm happy. And that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Glad that all of the girlies are now out of the packaging, and you would have already seen them on display. So, yeah, that is all. I will see you in the next one. Bye! Draculaura, daughter of Dracula, age 1599. I can't wait for my sweet 1600. Why did I say that number like that?